welcome to the first public engagement window for Buncombe, the Buncombe 2043 planning process. So we're excited to have you join one of these meetings in the series of meetings that will be held virtually. So this presentation is meant to get you familiar with the comprehensive plan and the process to develop it and how it will impact our community and how you can be involved in shaping the plan. We have several engagement activities that we're going to walk you through to collect your thoughts on Buncombe County today, hopes and ideas for the future, and how you'd like the county to grow and change or stay the same. We'll also give you more information on how to stay involved over this 2-year planning process. So there are 3 main steps in creating this comprehensive plan that build from the roots of the community. Step 1 is identifying the community's issues, needs, wants, and ideas. Step 2 is developing the plan, which creates the vision, strategies, and goals. And step 3 is using the adopted plan to direct decisions about budgets, priorities, regulations, and further planning. So these are some of the examples of how Buncombe County could use the comprehensive plan. For example, the visions, goals, and policies that we create could guide future planning efforts as well as tell the county where to focus their efforts and budget decisions. It might result in some neighborhoods creating their own small area plans, or it might help the county make changes to existing ordinances such as the zoning ordinance, or perhaps create new ordinances. The plan is a broad policy guide that encompasses previous planning efforts the county has engaged in. So if you've been involved in one of these efforts, don't worry, that information is not going to be lost. It'll be part of the comprehensive plan. Those plans will help inform the final policy direction included in the new comprehensive plan. So let's talk about who's involved, and essentially anyone that cares about the future of Buncombe County, including residents like you, are people who are involved. We want to hear from everyone in our community. Therefore, there's a broad outreach and engagement campaign focused on creating equitable access to residents, business owners, workers, landowners, and other community stakeholders. In terms of project leadership, a steering committee is helping to guide development of the plan. Toward the end of the plan, the planning board will endorse the plan for adoption, and ultimately, the Board of Commissioners will adopt and direct implementation efforts over time. So the project is set up in a 4-phase planning process, and we're currently in phase 2, which is the first opportunity for residents to give the county input. Residents can attend meetings and take online surveys during this phase, and during phase 3 will begin in the summer. Phase 3, which will begin in the summer of 2022, is where we'll begin drafting policies, strategies, and actions that the county should take using the information gathered in prior phases. Phase 4 will focus on preparing the final draft plan for adoption. The goal is to have the plan adopted by the spring of 2023. During the first 2 phases of the project, the team interviewed many community stakeholders to get an initial understanding of issues that likely need to be addressed in this planning effort. At the core of this process is a focus on equity. We want to ensure that equity is being addressed both in terms of people involved in the process and to ensure that new policies and actions result in equitable opportunities for all residents. The lighter blue circles identify critical planning topics that came from stakeholder interviews. These topics were vetted by the project steering committee. All of these issues sit within a regional context and all relate to the sustainability of the county over time. One of our exercises today will ask you for your feedback on these preliminary planning topics.